Did other states conduct similar audits to the Arizona 2020 election audit? Have you ever wondered if other states followed Arizona's lead with their own election audits? The Arizona 2020 election audit was initiated by the Republican-controlled state Senate to review the integrity of the electoral process in Maricopa County. This audit gained a lot of attention, but it wasn't the only one of its kind. Let's take a closer look at what happened in other states. Audits are common procedures aimed at ensuring election integrity. They usually involve reviewing voting systems and counting ballots to verify accuracy. In Arizona, this audit took place even after previous audits showed no significant issues. This raised concerns about election security and voter trust. In Georgia, there were calls for audits following Arizona's example. Georgia also voted for Joe Biden in the 2020 election. However, it is important to note that Georgia had already conducted multiple recounts, including a hand recount, which confirmed the original results. Wisconsin also took steps to investigate the 2020 election. While not as extensive as Arizona's audit, Wisconsin focused more on election procedures rather than recounting ballots. This investigation was part of a broader effort to ensure election integrity in the state. Texas has been involved in discussions about election integrity as well. Some calls for audits have emerged, but these efforts have not been as prominent as those in Arizona. The Texas Republican Party has expressed interest in reviewing election processes, but no large-scale audits have been conducted. From a Republican perspective, these audits are seen as necessary to ensure transparency and trust in the electoral process. Even if audits do not uncover widespread fraud, they can help identify potential vulnerabilities in election systems. This viewpoint stresses the importance of maintaining public confidence in elections by addressing concerns about security and fairness. The practical applications of these audits can lead to improvements in election procedures. For example, Arizona's audit resulted in proposals for new election laws, focusing on mail-in ballot security and voter registration processes. However, these proposals have faced criticism from Democrats and some election experts. They argue that new laws could lead to voter suppression by imposing additional barriers to voting. In summary, while Arizona's audit was unique in its scope and controversy, other states have considered or conducted similar reviews to address concerns about election integrity. These efforts reflected ongoing debates about how best to ensure the security and fairness of the electoral process across the nation.